And today I will be explaining you the most difficult topic in the subject biology, that is transportation. Transportation. Do you know what do you mean by the term transportation? Transportation is a life process where substances synthesized or absorbed in one part of the body and are carried to the other parts of it. So let's start it once again. We have now I am going to read it and going to explain it. We have seen in the previous sections that blood transports food, oxygen and waste materials in our body. So blood being a fluid connective tissue. Now we have a blood, that is the fluid connective tissue. Blood consists of a fluid medium called the plasma in which cells are suspended. Now the blood consists of a fluid medium. Now it consists of some of the fluid material. Oxygen is carried by the red blood corpuscles. Now the oxygen is carried by the RBCs. Many other substances like salts are also transported by the blood. We thus need a pumping organ to push blood around the body, a network of tubes to reach all the tissues, and a system in place to ensure that this network can be repaired or damaged. So we have our circulatory system, or we can say how the things like oxygen, waste materials, hormones, nitrogenous waste, carbon dioxide is transported from one part of the body to the other through different types of tubes such as veins, arteries and capillaries. Arteries means A stands for away. So arteries take the oxygenated blood away from the heart. Veins bring the deoxygenated and unuseful, that is not used, blood to the heart. It is away from the heart and it is towards the heart, and capillaries are the joints of these two. So now we are going to read them in detail. Pump the heart. The heart is a muscular organ which is as big as our fist. Now how our fist is just like the heart, because both oxygen and carbon dioxide have to be transported by the blood. Now both the oxygenated and carbon dioxide blood have to be transported by the body. The heart has different chambers to prevent the oxygen rich blood from mixing with the blood containing carbon dioxide. Now the walls present in the heart or in the veins or capillaries or arteries prevent the backflow of the blood so that oxygenated blood does not get mixed with the deoxygenated blood. Oxygen rich blood is then pumped to the rest of the body. Now we will learn this process. Firstly, what happens is that I made the table to explain you this from lungs. Firstly, blood is transported to lungs. Lungs makes the blood oxygenated, and through the pulmonary vein we get that oxygenated blood to the left atrium. The upper parts of the heart are known as atriums, auricles and so on, whereas lower parts are known as ventricles. Okay, now then it moves to the pulmonary. From the pulmonary vein, it is the only vein that transports the oxygenated blood, whereas all others transport deoxygenated blood. And from left ventricle, the main artery that takes the blood away from the heart, aorta, gives the oxygenated blood to all the body organs, tissues, systems, etc. And from body organs, the rest of the blood that consists of nitrogenous wastes and CO2 released by the cells is transported again from body organs. It gets to the main vein, that is vena cava, gets the oxygenated blood and transports that blood to the right atrium, and from right atrium the blood is then transported to the left ventricle, and then left ventricle through the pulmonary artery. All the other arteries form the oxygenated blood, whereas only this artery, that is pulmonary artery, transports the deoxygenated blood from here to the lungs, and then this whole system continues from lungs, the system, then pulmonary vein, ventricles, and so on. Know that all the ventricles need to pump the blood into the various organs, so they have the thicker muscular walls than atria or atriums. Walls ensure that blood does not flow backwards to the atrium once again.